Dying Light has a lot of lore and story that really has the potential to expand into something even greater. Everything from audio stories to animations to even comics. Around half a year ago, Techland decided to release a prequel to Dying Light 2 that explains some of the gaps between the story of the first game and its sequel. I personally found it underwhelming, but now they released another comic, and it's really good. So we're gonna be reading that together today. It's 120 pages, shows the Night Hunter, explains some of the backstory for a protagonist we might all know, and is actually a pretty good story. So folks, let's start with Chapter 1 is Stories from the Dying City. Dying Light, Chapter 1. Berg swears things were better before. I wouldn't remember. I was real little when the epidemic began in Haran. I can still sort of picture the outline of the stadium in my mind. The global games on the TV in my parents' apartment, Mama complaining she wanted to watch something else, anything else. Papa fighting with her. When I wound up with Berg, the first thing he made me do was burn every photo I had of Mama and Papa. He says it's good I can't picture them anymore. Hey now, be cool, kid, be cool. I got like virgin skin, I'm broken by teeth, huh? You a boy or a girl? Doesn't matter? Guess not. Found anything worth trading? I've been by this building a million times but never tried to check it out because too many biters grazing out front. I got all sorts of stuff you might find useful. PVC pipes, cell phones, cable or two, and the occasional shiny. Oh, you like? Yeah, it's pretty. Can even tell you where I got it. Come on, check it out, I don't mind. I'll show you what I got, as long as you do the same. Under all that grime, baggy clothes, you are a boy. Good. Meteor. You dumb little... out of the way! She's old, slow. She is the past, weighted down by the memories of a world that no longer exists. My world is simple. Be fast, be quiet, or be dead. Oof. Come on, kid. Help a fellow human being out, huh? I wasn't gonna do anything to you, but keep you safe. That's what elders are supposed to do, huh? Come on, you little brat. You're from Haran, right? That's why you were into that keychain. One of the frickin' refugees, am I right? It's your fault everything went to hell, you disease-ridden scum! I can't wait for the world to just end already. Just so it'll take you with it. No! Berg doesn't like to talk about the world before, but he says it was better back then because there weren't any monsters. And that's how I know Berg is a liar. Fucking sweet. Pretty sure Berg chose the old amusement park in the middle of town before his hideout because it looks like a storybook kingdom, as with him as a king. The king of orphans. Okay, you guys, enough roughhouse for now. Back to work. The kids all worship him. Why wouldn't they? He's like a god giving us life. Dud! Hey Berg, Dud's back. Alright, I'll save in the family. You know the rules, though. Check him over, gang. Unbowed, unbitten. That's my boy, what do you bring for us? Found a renovated apartment that was full of all sorts of stuff, and this, not sure what it is. I'm more interested to hear about that. Oh, yeah. Met a Methuselah who decided I'd make a nice pet or dinner, not sure which. Will you look at that? Who could do such a thing? I'd like to think there weren't such people before the plague. That's a fear and hunger that twists people into whatever that is. That's why I never say you're lucky to have found me, children. I'm lucky to have found you. You're what keeps me human. Oh, puke. As for what this is, well, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is called a smoke alarm. An alarm? For smoke? Why bother? Because where there's smoke, there's fire. And once some smoke gets into this vent here, the infernal beeping racket would sound out. Ooh, waking everyone up and sending them out to the house before they were burnt to a crisp. Berg, Dad was holding out on you. He has something in his pocket. Harry, you little thief! Harry and his parents were British tourists trapped here when society collapsed. You know the rules, Dad. You can't keep anything for yourself. They were really rich, and to his credit, the bigger kids had to kick his ass a bunch of times before he had to stop bringing it up. Dad, we talked about this. Nostalgia. It's your only weakness. The gangs, the militias, they've got to get their bullets from somewhere, and that somewhere is us. The casings we make from melted down scrap metal, plenty of lead lying around for that too. Scalpetier we make with bat poop. Added to charcoal, sulfur is the hard ingredient to scrounge, but Berg discovered a supply at a garden warehouse and we've made it last. Mix all that together and you get gunpowder. Berg supplies the other adults bullets, in exchange they leave him alone, and us too, I guess. He's Santa, we're the elves. Oh, you brought me jewelry, Dad. You shouldn't have. Aisha. Like it? Somebody wanted to adopt me and take me home. They must not have known you were already mine. Jealous? Not really. I know I'm worth coming back for. Aisha, when I look at you, I feel the sun rise. Here, let me take a look at that. Hold still. Sweat and incense. Even the smell of your hair makes me feel weightless and immortal like a ghost. If I have any reason to be thankful for the outbreak, this is it. Had we stayed in Haran, had Haran still been Haran, we never would have met. Your parents were junk dealers and sidewalk halal vendors in the slums. My parents pushed papers in Old Town Hall. Oh, they're in love. We were shoved onto the same transport right before the quarantine of Haran began. Both of our parents were already sick. We had no siblings, no one to take care for us, but each other. Once we got here to the island, we were inseparable in refugee camps. Come on, you lovebirds. Come on, let go. I promise you'll be back together before you know it. I just need to run some tests before I can release you into Gen Pop. Come on now, I won't bite. Sorry, I guess that was in poor taste. We met Berg for the first time there before the world turned into Haran. I found it. I finally deciphered the last location of the manifest. I know where the last of the gold is. Perfect. I'll go and get it when Berg sends me to deliver the next shipment. You'll have to be careful though. It's in the airport, so you'll have to pass through the burning. You think I'm scared of the burning? Please, I can run through it blindfolded. We'll be out of here in no time. I love you, Dad. I love you forever and a day and an hour. A day and an hour and a minute and a second into infinity. There, you're free. The lights, what? You think I'd forget? Happy birthday, Aisha, and here's to many more. All of us singing all at once might attract volatiles, so Berg taught us to sign happy birthday. He raised us since we were little, set our broken bones and nursed us through our illness, fed us and taught us how to survive. Make a wish, kid. Way ahead of you. Until we turn 18, and then we're never heard from again. Ha! Glad to see some things never change, even in this day and age. Died. The night shift finished up the latest of that 1,000-round order for the Berserkers. Gonna need you to grab some grub and bring them over there. Yeah, you got it, Berg. Berg claims he doesn't know what happened to the 18-year-olds. He swore he wishes every day they all come back. Thanks, Died, as always. For what? For saving the family. They do the same for me. But all that's left of everyone who aged out of Berg's house is a strip of painter's tape on a cubbyhole with our name on it. Aisha is 4 months older than me. Her time has already run out, so we're planning on getting the hell out of here. In that tower's a man called the Eagle, and he can get us out of the island, beyond the Sea of Biters, all the way to the city where they're working on a cure, but he won't do it for free. Eagle doesn't get out much, so he gave us a list of what he wanted. Seemed like junk to us, but we don't ask questions. Aisha picked the archives of half-dead computers and learned where all the caches were. She's the brain and I'm the feet of this operation. We've found it all, except what's in the airport. So I'm going to make a little detour from my usual bullet delivery route. The place is crawling with biters and virals. Fortunately, a bunch of jet fuel spilled into the groundwater once everything went to shit. It ignited, and has been burning ever since. It's the only way to approach the airport safely. Coming from inside the bullet pack, Berg slipped a smoke alarm inside. How did he know I was going through the burning? Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters except that Aisha is okay. And I'm going to kill everything living or dead trying to stop me from getting back to her.